We spend a lot of time talking about the artists at the top of the charts, you know? But today we're shining a light on someone whose influence is felt in a whole different way in the music scene.
Right.
We're digging into the world of DJ Overule.
Oh, yeah.
A name that's basically synonymous with Portuguese club culture. And a DJ who's made a serious name for himself internationally.
Yeah.
Bruno Castro, the force behind DJ Overule. He's been more than just a DJ for over 2 decades.
No, he's not just someone playing records.
Right.
He's a curator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a sonic innovator. I mean,
Yeah.
and somebody who has really shaped the sound of music in Portugal.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating how he's built such a lasting career.
Yeah, it really is.
Our research team has put together a really impressive amount of info on him.
Uh-huh.
Everything from early articles and press clippings to details on his latest tracks. And just the sheer scope of his global touring is impressive. So we really want to understand what makes DJ Overule such a major figure, both in his home country of Portugal and on stages all over the world.
Right.
So where does this all begin for him?
Well, it all starts in Porto.
Okay.
Where Bruno Castro's love for music and his passion for collecting records really laid the foundation.
He wasn't just a casual listener, it sounds like.
No, he wasn't passive at all.
Right.
He was completely immersed in the culture.
Yeah.
And that quickly turned into this desire to share that passion.
Yeah.
You know, from behind the turntables.
Right.
He quickly gained a reputation for his incredible skills. And the just raw energy he brought to his sets.
Like you could feel it coming from him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that early energy didn't go unnoticed.
It definitely sounds like he got some pretty significant recognition early on in his career.
Yeah, he did.
Especially in Portugal.
Yeah, in Portugal, they really recognized his talent.
Yeah.
Right away, they named him Best New DJ in Portugal in 2003. And what's really amazing is he followed that up just a year later.
Oh, wow.
In 2004 by winning Best DJ in Portugal.
Wow. So back to back.
Back to back.
Those wins.
That says a lot about the impact he was having right from the start.
It's interesting how those early wins can really set the tone for a whole career.
Definitely.
And it seems like his influence in Portugal just continued to grow.
It did, yeah.
With recognition coming from some major music publications.
Yeah, he started getting featured in, leading music magazines. And then he was getting more awards, more nominations.
Yeah.
All of it highlighting just how much he was becoming
a
part of the fabric of Portuguese music.
He wasn't just a passing trend.
No, not at all. He was building something that would last.
Right.
Yeah.
So having established himself as this major force in Portugal, how did that translate into international recognition?
Okay, well, a major turning point came in 2017.
Okay.
When he won the MTV Europe Music Award for Best Portuguese Act. This wasn't just recognition in Portugal.
Oh, yeah, it was much bigger.
It showed he could connect with a global audience.
Yeah.
Through his innovative approach to music.
Absolutely.
It really broadened his reach.
Yeah.
Put him on the map for music fans and industry people all across Europe and beyond.
Yeah. An MTV EMA is a definite sign that you've made it to the big leagues.
Right.
So let's dig into the sound that got him there.
Okay.
How would you describe the essence of a DJ Overule set?
Okay.
Or a DJ Overule track?
All right. So what's really captivating about his style is the way he blends genres.
Okay.
That you wouldn't normally think would go together into this high energy but cohesive sonic experience.
Right.
You hear elements of hip-hop, EDM reggae.
Wow.
Dancehall. The heavy bass of trap and dubstep.
It's like a whirlwind.
All woven together with the drive of drum and bass.
Yeah.
He doesn't really stick to traditional genre boundaries. He creates this unique fusion.
It sounds like one of those sets where you never know what's coming next.
Right.
But you know it's going to keep you moving.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I understand his debut album, It's Not Over, really embodies this genre-fluid approach.
Yes, It's Not Over is a perfect example of this genre-bending philosophy. It's a collection of tracks that show off his versatility and his ability to take all these diverse elements and shape them into something that is uniquely his own.
It's like a statement.
Yeah, it really is.
Of his musical identity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So speaking of his evolution, our research team pointed out his brand new single, In Your Love. What can you tell us about this latest track?
Okay.
How does it fit into his overall sound?
Well, In Your Love is a really interesting development for him.
Okay.
It keeps that signature energy that we've been talking about, but it adds these really emotive melodies to the mix.
Oh, wow.
It feels like a track that's both contemporary and timeless.
Yeah.
You know, at the same time.
And it shows how much he's grown as a producer.
Yeah.
It's like he's able to create something that has wide appeal.
Right.
While staying true to his underground roots, which his longtime fans really appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tricky balance to strike. Mainstream appeal without losing your core sound.
Right.
So where do you see a track like In Your Love connecting with listeners?
Well, it's got that driving beat that would make it perfect for a club.
Oh, yeah.
Get everyone on the dance floor.
Yeah.
But it's also got this melodic richness to it that I think would make it really connect with people on a more personal level when they're listening on headphones. Right. It's got this duality to it. That's a real testament to his production skills.
Absolutely. So let's move from the studio to the stage.
Okay.
Because DJ Overule is well known for his packed touring schedule.
Oh, yeah.
And I think our research team found some pretty amazing numbers when it comes to how often he's performing live. Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is.
The volume of shows he does is remarkable.
Right.
He averages about 150 shows a year.
Wow. That's a lot.
Think about it. That's practically a show every other day.
That's wild.
It shows you his dedication. And it really solidifies him as probably the most in-demand DJ in Portugal.
Wow.
Yeah.
150 shows a year? That's a relentless pace.
It is.
And it's not just in Portugal, right?
No, not at all.
His reach goes far beyond his home country.
Way beyond.
Yeah.
He tours extensively.
Right.
Regularly hitting Spain, France, Belgium.
Wow.
Switzerland, Germany, Morocco.
Yeah.
He even crosses the Atlantic to the U.S. and Canada.
He's everywhere.
He's built a global fan base through those live shows.
And it's not just these massive festivals, right?
No, not just festivals.
He seems comfortable in smaller settings, too.
Yeah, and that's a big part of what keeps him so relevant.
Yeah.
He can command a huge festival crowd with that high-energy sound, but he can also bring it down and create an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
In a smaller club.
Yeah.
That kind of versatility in different venues shows you how well he connects with audiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing that our research team dug up is his Pump Up the Volume radio show.
Oh, yeah.
This seems like it's been a major platform for him.
It has, yeah.
In the Portuguese music scene.
In Portugal, it's been a cornerstone of his presence for almost a decade now.
Wow.
It's on every Thursday night on Radio Nova era.
Okay.
In the Greater Porto area.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, it's the place to go.
Right.
To hear the freshest sounds and his expert curation.
And it's not just limited to radio listeners, right?
No, not at all.
Because the show has a big online presence, too.
It does the podcast version of Pump Up the Volume. Gets over 10,000 listeners every month.
Wow.
What's really cool is that it's been recognized as one of iTunes' most relevant music podcasts. It's impressive.
For a radio show coming out of Portugal,
right,
to achieve that level of international recognition,
yeah,
it really speaks volumes about the quality of the show,
yeah,
and Overrule's taste.
So we've talked about his DJing, his production, his influential radio show. Mm-hmm. Let's get into some specific music projects and collaborations that caught our research team's eye.
Okay.
The track Ritmo de Ma Flow.
Oh, yeah.
With Flow 212. Uh-huh. Seems particularly interesting.
That track, released in 2008, was really important.
Yeah.
In the Portuguese urban music scene,
okay,
it had a huge impact. Uh-huh. And it's still seen as a key example of that genre in Portugal.
Wow.
It shows his ability to collaborate and create music that really connects with a specific audience.
And then there's the Ateja jingle for TMN.
Yeah.
That sounds like a step into the mainstream commercial world.
He teamed up with Junior and New Max.
Okay.
From Expensive Soul.
For a national ad campaign for TMN.
Okay.
Which is a big telecommunications company.
Yeah.
The Ateja jingle became incredibly popular in Portugal.
Wow.
Like, everyone knew it.
Yeah.
It further cemented his name and his sound in the national consciousness.
It shows his ability to move between different parts of the music industry.
Yeah, he's not afraid to try new things.
It's fascinating to see how artists balance underground credibility with mainstream visibility.
Yeah, tough balance.
It is.
Yeah.
Our research team also mentioned his early involvement with a group called 7P Meter.
Oh, yeah. Back in 2002.
Okay.
7P Meter won the Maqueta Awards.
Wow.
Which is a big deal in Portugal.
Right.
For up-and-coming musical talent.
So it's like a springboard for new artists.
Kind of.
Yeah. He was working with them early on.
It was a really valuable experience for him.
Yeah.
And it showed his potential even back then.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's collaborated with a pretty diverse group of other artists, too.
He's worked with artists from all sorts of genres. Like Kill a Monkey Feed, Batazoo, really showcasing his versatility and his willingness to explore different sounds through collaboration.
It's like he's always looking for something new.
He is.
Yeah.
And let's not forget his own Mr. Superstar EP from 2014.
Oh, yeah.
Which was another big step in his solo career.
It really paints a picture of an artist who's constantly engaging with different sides of the music world.
Absolutely.
So beyond the music itself, our research team highlighted his partnerships with some pretty major global brands.
Oh, yeah. This is where you see his influence extending past just music.
Right.
You know, he's worked with brands like MTV,
wow,
Adidas, Reebok,
yeah,
TMN, Marlboro, Echo, Until Deep, Malibu.
He's everywhere.
It shows how culturally relevant he is and how much he appeals to a wide audience.
Yeah.
These brands recognize his influence and they want to be associated with him and his fans.
It seems like it was more than just endorsements, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right.
He was actively involved in events connected to these brands.
Okay.
He's been a key performer at events that bring together music, fashion, and street culture.
Wow.
It really solidifies his role as a tastemaker and an influencer in these interconnected worlds.
So clearly DJ Overule's impact is multifaceted.
It is, yeah.
But our research team specifically wanted to emphasize that his success isn't just about technical DJ skills.
No, definitely not.
Right. What other key elements do you think have contributed to his long career?
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
While his skills on the turntables are undeniable,
of course,
what really sets him apart is his intuition.
Right.
His ability to blend these different musical styles.
Trap, electronic, reggae.
Yeah.
Hip-hop, R&B.
All of them.
With this natural flow and confidence.
Exactly. It's not something you can just learn, you know?
You can't teach that.
No. It comes from years of being immersed in music culture. And a genuine musical instinct.
Like he just feels it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sounds like that experience, that inherent understanding, allows him to connect with his audiences on a deeper level.
It does.
Yeah.
It's not just about playing a bunch of tracks.
Right.
It's about the energy he creates, the unexpected combinations of sounds, the whole journey he takes the listener on.
It's an experience.
It is.
Whether you're in a packed club, a huge festival, or listening to one of his mixes online.
Exactly, yeah.
So looking ahead, it doesn't seem like DJ Overule is slowing down at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Our research team noted his continued passion and his drive to keep innovating.
He's not done yet. His journey is still unfolding.
That's right.
He's an inspiration to aspiring DJs.
Yeah.
And a captivating force for music lovers.
Absolutely.
You could see his commitment to pushing boundaries in his new music.
Like In Your Love.
Yeah, In Your Love.
Yeah.
And his crazy busy international touring schedule.
It's safe to say that DJ Overule isn't just a figure from the past.
Definitely not.
He's actively shaping the present and the future of music.
Absolutely. He's a dynamic and influential artist.
Yeah.
Whose work and global presence just solidify how relevant he is in this ever-changing world of music.
This episode of Behind the Rhythm was brought to you by Ant Taylor for the Bay Play Radio and Sonic Gumbo Radio Network.
Thank you for joining us for this Artist Spotlight.
Be sure to explore more from our guest on all streaming platforms. As always, have fun, be kind, and be well. Please come back again for another exciting episode. Until next time, we're out.